Good morning. Happy Monday. It is time for another Monday Morning Matters. Today is also brought to you by request. Like last week, I had a student give me this specific topic. So today we're going to talk about kindness. Kindness matters. Now that's kind of an obvious statement, and I get that, but I want to tell you a story. So when my kids were little, one of them struggled with a chronic illness. And because of that, we had to take a lot of trips to the Cleveland Clinic for checkups and evaluations and all of those kinds of things. And one day we went downtown and I drove by myself, which wasn't something that I had done very often because we hadn't been here that long. And I parked in the parking garage and I was in Mr. Burnett's car. And I backed it in and I was so excited that I was able to get it in the right spot and in the right lines. And it was a high stress situation. I was feeling all the feels of going to this appointment. And I almost took a picture of my car to send to him to say, look at how well I parked. I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. When we got done with the appointment, and it was a good appointment, we got good news, things were doing well, all that stuff. I was pulling out of the parking garage and I noticed something out of the corner of my eye, and it was a yellow Post-it stuck to my mirror. And so I opened my window and I pulled the Post-it note out, and I was kind of like, oh, I wonder who left me, what is this, what's going on? And it was a snarky note that said, small cars need to stay in the lines too. Now I'm telling you guys, I swear, I promise on all that is in me, I was in the lines. I wasn't even close to the edge of the lines. I was so happy about my parking spot. Because we had a good appointment and because I had gotten good news, I thought it was funny and I laughed about it and whatever. But what if it hadn't been a good appointment? What if I had just gotten slammed with bad news and then I come out to my car and there's this Post-it note? And I tried really hard that day to pray for whoever it was that posted that on my car, because something was happening in their life that they felt the need to comment on my parking job on a yellow Post-it note. So when we're working with our kids, when we're working with other people, when we're dealing with things, kindness matters so much. I know that I'm preaching to the choir. I know that you know that we don't know what's going on in other people's lives. I just said no a lot of times in a row. But we don't know what's happening in the worlds of other people, in the worlds of other students, in the worlds of the teachers, in the worlds of all of those things. Kindness matters. Speak to people with love. Encourage one another. Do something nice for a random stranger. Because you don't know what's happening behind the curtain, right? You don't know what's going on in your teachers' lives. And I can tell you that there are teachers here that have walked a road, not just this year, but over the course of the last few years. And I can tell you that even if you have a question, even if you have a thing to be disgruntled about, kindness matters in the way you approach it. Because sometimes a little yellow Post-it note can make or break a person, and you don't want to be the one that causes someone to break. So be kind to each other. Teach your kids to be kind to each other. Pray for the people that leave grumpy notes, and have a great Monday. I love you all.